Welcome. Um, so you probably know some of this, Carrie Ann, but in 2008, I was diagnosed with a stroke and I was given no answers for any of that. So I actually saw a friend and cold laser therapist and we were doing some treatments with her and she actually taught me about different nutrition information and kind of what was out there. So I started to kind of dip my toe in the nutrition information world, and she also in her office had samples of the shake mix. And at the time, I was looking for something that had more protein because that's what I thought, I would need at the time to just rebuild muscles and rebuild my body. And um, so I always tell the story that the more healthier shakes that we tried, the more healthier they tasted. So we went to Whole Foods and tried a whole bunch of different brands, and they all tasted pretty much just like grass and trees and didn't really taste like anything I'd want to ingest on a regular basis until Juice Plus that she had in her office. And I actually had the chocolate one. It tasted like chocolate. So I was like, oh, this is cool. It's good for me and it tastes good. So that's kind of how I got started in this. And at the time, I'd been an art teacher, and I felt like when I had my stroke, it was kind of ripped away from me because I couldn't physically do that job anymore. And I still wanted to impact lives and use my skills of taking difficult concepts and making them easier for people to understand. So health coaching sort of made sense to me. And like I said, I was starting to learn about nutrition information. So it was like a perfect connection for me. So a lot of people told me that that was a very noble thing to do, but that they didn't need it. And I didn't know really why that was. Some people that I talked to told me that they were afraid I was going to take certain foods away from them, which is not really what a health coach does. But I guess it's just kind of like how people know certain things aren't healthy. And that's just kind of what they're worried about, is that those are going to be taken away. So Juice Plus helped me because it gave me the nutrition and energy I needed to do my recovery, but then it was also something I could offer to my clients so that I could show them that I could add something and not just take food away. So hopefully that kind of took away their fears a bit. Um, but so that's how I did it. The business also was a good thing for me because it really offset like the cost of our products.
Mhm.
And it was also something that, gave us an additional income stream. So it allowed me to dream again and really get back on track and think about different possibilities. And along the way, I just learned how simple using food was, and how powerful using food is to health and recovery. And it's become a passion of mine and a mission to try to make as many illnesses and diseases that exist in the world now not exist at all. And yes, there are, you know, different ways to reverse disease and reverse illnesses. But if we don't have to have those at all, then wouldn't that be even better? Like if people don't even have to deal with a lot of the diseases that they deal with. So, so that's kind of where I am now. So, um, that's pretty much my story. And now it's my pleasure to introduce my friend and mentor, Becky, who's actually zooming in from Connecticut. She's continued to educate me on functional foods, which is a little bit about what we're going to talk about tonight, and just the power of plants and the income opportunity that Juice Plus offers. And we've been working together over the last 10 years. I can't even imagine that it's been that long, but it has. So she's encouraged me and supported me, and I'm so excited that she's here sharing with us tonight. So help me welcome Becky Gilbert.
Hi, Becky Gilbert.
Hi. Thank you so much for that introduction, Becky. And yeah, I can't believe it's been 10 years, like back when we were in preschool and we started this. uh, yeah, and so I'm going to share my story real quick too, and it's just awesome. All of the people in this business, in this company, have such amazing backgrounds and stories, and it does take just some vulnerability and openness to share them. So I really appreciate getting to hear yours, Becky, and the opportunity to share mine. So in 2011, I was a stay-at-home mom with 3 small children. Even though I had a degree in exercise science, my husband and I decided that we were going to stay home and make the children our priority, and I was going to be there. And my husband and I found ourselves As you can imagine, trapped in a financial deficit loop. He was working long hours of hard manual labor, and I was a lonely and worn out mom trying to figure out how to juggle our bills. He was stressed, and we still fell short every month. And to compound this, our whole family suffered health challenges despite the fact that I was spending a majority of his paycheck on eating healthy. A high school friend introduced me to a concept of pure plant powders from fruits and vegetables in a capsule, and my kids could get the chewables for free. I came home to my husband excited, but he was skeptical. He didn't know, he didn't see how we could work it into our budget. And thankfully, my friend dropped a lifeline and showed me how I could get a kickback on my family's daily plant food support that we so needed just by simply eating and sharing as an affiliate. And boy, do I like telling people things that I like. I felt a part of me come alive. And for the first time, my husband and I started to look up. I started having fun hosting healthy living parties, and my paycheck grew. And after 6 months, I was earning enough for our whole family to go on our very first family vacation. And thanks to the recurring income, it's helping take the financial stress off of my husband and I. I get to cover some of the bills. And instead of feeling trapped, I feel free. Instead of feeling limited, I feel hopeful for our whole family's future. And instead of feeling exhausted, I feel energized. And I believe that every family deserves to know that there is a way for them to be able to choose to live how they want to live. And it doesn't have to come with financial or health limitations. So oh, did I lose you?
Oh,
I think
I
I just,
see you. Yeah.
oh, good.
I'm good. I see
Good.
Becky now. That's
Good.
Becky, I should say.
There we go.
Okay.
So that's a little bit about us and my story. My kids have since grown, and I have a 20, 16, and a 14-year-old, and they are healthy and vibrant and doing really well. So I'm really, really thankful for all that Juice Plus has offered us. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Juice Plus. This is a man that's going to introduce it to us first. His name is Jeff Olson, and he is an affiliate professional of 17 years with Juice Plus. He owns a business advisory firm. He's a former pro athlete of 10 years. He worked on Wall Street. He worked in technology. He was a 2-time Olympian, 2-time TED speaker. He always says he married up. He met his wife in the Olympics, and he's a dad on a mission with 3 daughters. So we're going to watch a really quick video by Jeff.
Food is a weapon. It's the biggest drug on the planet. It is a weapon of mass destruction, but it can be a weapon of mass vitality if used wisely every day over time. So 7 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, 9 servings, 12 servings if you're an elite athlete or an athlete that wants more from your body. Have your body perform. We understand how fruits and vegetables help our body on the health side. Not many people understand how it helps them on the performance side. Food does 3 things. It fuels us, it builds us, it gives us energy, it gives us amino acids and proteins that, as I say, matter to the building blocks, and around carbs, proteins, and fats, calories. It's macronutrient, but the micronutrition side is the majesty of whole food. And what it does inside the body is condition our physiology, condition physiological function. There are tens of thousands of molecules, tens of thousands of nutrients. Another way to think of this is if the macronutrients are kind of that what you see in the iceberg above, we all know 80% of that iceberg resides beneath the water, and that is beneath the water of whole food or beneath what you can see, touch, taste, feel. No calories, the phytonutrient, metabolite, enzymatic world conditions your body. Thousands of nutrients to deliver systemic results. No calories here, way beyond vitamins and minerals. As I said, postbiotics, phytochemicals, metabolites. And look, as I said, food does 3 things. It fuels us, it builds us, and it conditions us. And it's the conditioning part of micronutrition that addresses this physiology spectrum you're seeing here. On the left side, you have poor physiology. On the right side, you have peak physiology and anything in between. These are all states of your physiology, wherever you are. And as we age or as we have lifestyle that puts a burden on us, so like a hard training athlete or unhealthy lifestyles, body has a tendency to break bad, but we can level it up with the micronutrition, with the biochemistry of nutrient-dense foods. Whether you're going left or right, what food does, as I said, is condition, fuel, and build. It's the conditioning part that is the domain of micronutrition, and it's a compounding effect. So in the 20th century, we understood those molecules to be vitamins and minerals. But in modern 21st century, we know that there are, as I said, these tens of thousands that provide just-in-time inventory, the biochemistry to deliver physiological conditioning and physiological function across those states. So each little yellow dot you see here is a micro gain, is an advance, it's an optimize, it's a level up, it's a gain, it's a performance advancement. And what the difference is between these beets and these beet powders is simply the removal of water. And powders, beets, the nutrient density deliver conditioning for anyone at a systemic level, deeper level. And I call these sort of the daily micronutrition gains. These are all gains, advantages. Your body activates stuff, it modulates stuff, it protects stuff, and you want all of this thing stacked up and working together. There's a lot going on in this slide because there's a lot going on in your body. We're way beyond carbs, proteins, and fats here, right? And wherever you fall on the physiology spectrum, the greatest generation, the next generation, a type 2 diabetic, a type A personality, a professional athlete, a pregnant woman, someone you love, someone you hate, anyone, right? Wherever you are on the spectrum, whoever you are, nutrient-dense matter, nutrient-dense foods put in the body over time will help you level up.
Great. Thank you.
Drug on the planet.
Thanks for sharing that, Becky. So Jeff puts it so well of why fruits and vegetables instead of just vitamins and minerals. And when I heard that 12 plus years ago, it made so much sense. We'd been trying all of these high-end vitamins in our family, and all we had was expensive waste. It wasn't doing anything for us, and we knew it. And as soon as we started taking that Juice Plus, we could feel the energy of the plants in our body. It was so awesome. So we just want to share a little bit about how Juice Plus is made in this quick 2-minute video.
We're in a position to deal with the best growers in the world. And most of these growers specialize in a particular crop. And unlike what we see in the supermarket that goes through a very complex distribution chain and is probably picked a week or two prior to the time you actually buy it, Juice Plus produce is allowed to ripen and is picked at the peak of ripeness. It's important because the nutrient value develops in the later stages of growing. And in fact, we deal with the types of growers who have facilities right there next to their fields where they can instantly clean, wash, and process the fruits and vegetables. And it's the state of the art in terms of preserving the nutrient value of fruits and vegetables. Well, of course, the juice then goes into our proprietary drying process. Everything stays very cold until the very last minute. And then the warmth required for drying is applied. But it's maintained at temperatures that don't damage the nutrients. It's an enormous difference between the quality of Juice Plus and the quality of typical fruit and vegetable juice drying. So the powders are then shipped to our final manufacturing partners who do blending, encapsulation, packaging. Their equipment is state of the art. Their certifications are second to none. And all of our manufacturing partners, whether they're growers, juicers, encapsulators, they have quality control procedures that we have reviewed and approved at every step of the way. All of our partners have their own labs, do their own testing, and they provide certificates of analysis that match our specifications before they ship the product. Quality control is essential for a quality product. And I can say with complete confidence that there is no nutraceutical or nutritional support product made in the world at a higher quality than Juice Plus.
Awesome. Thanks for playing that, Becky.
We're
So
in a
that's
position-
how it's made. And now oh, I'm going to go through a couple of slides and tell you a little bit more about Juice Plus. And here we go. So Juice Plus, these are the essential capsules. And these are the 4 different blends that we have. We have the fruit, the vegetable, the berry, and the omega oil blend. The fruits, vegetables, and berries are all concentrated fruit, vegetable, and berry powders, and you can see what's listed in them. And then the omega is a blend of 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 omegas, and they are plant-based. They skip the fish and went straight for the algae that the fish eat in order to source that omega. And I love that you don't have that fishy aftertaste after them too. So here's some clinical research you heard just said about Juice Plus being the most thoroughly researched nutritional product in the world. You can even ask your Siri that question and they will tell you it is the Juice Plus. They have over 40 studies. And here's a little bit of on a timeline that you can see in the first 2 to 10 hours of putting these in your body. There is a significant rise in a variety of polyphenols, which are important nutrients for slowing systemic inflammation and aging. And then 7 to 28 days, key nutrients found in blood serum. 2 weeks, significant improvement in recovery from exercise-induced oxidation, significant decrease in DNA damage in lymphocytes, the immune cells made in the bone marrow in 80 days, improved gum health, skin health, cardiovascular health, pulmonary, and the function of those. And then you can just see down here, all the way down in 10 years, they just completed a study that found in 10 years, millions of coronary events have been avoided and billions of healthcare costs are saved after taking it for 10 years. So that's pretty cool information. I love that. We're 10 years into this, Becky.
Yeah, right.
So this is what the Journal of American College of Cardiology, this is one of the studies, and these are peer-reviewed, gold standard, publicized journals. In healthy volunteers, 4 weeks of daily supplementation with Juice Plus blunts the detrimental effect of a high-fat meal on artery vasodilation. I don't know if you are I don't know if you're in a health field or what that makes sense to you, but what that does, it means it decreases your risk of a heart attack when you eat a high fat meal. It allows your blood vessels to still be flexible even after eating a high fat meal instead of getting hard and constrictive. And it also helps with blood pressure. Yeah. And then the parents, there's a Healthy Starts for Families program where this is how the kids get to eat for free. With every adult order, the children get one for free. And 61% were eating more fruits and vegetables, 66% were visiting the doctor less, and 56% were taking fewer over-the-counter and prescription drugs. And there we have the omegas, which I shared a little bit about. They're great tasting. They're kind of like an orange flavor. And here's the shakes that don't taste like they're healthy, huh, Becky? They don't taste like they're too healthy. So there's French vanilla and Dutch chocolate. They now come in the original with the soy protein, or you can get soy-free now. And they are non-dairy, non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan, low glycemic. They are a perfect snack, healthy breakfast, pre and post workout drink, 8 grams of prebiotic fiber, so it's great for your digestion, and 13 grams of plant protein. It's a great way to have just a healthy snack or meal on the go. And then there is one more. This is new to us. This is the protein shake. It is called Perform, and it is has beetroot powder in it, and it has muscle recovery, beetroot and tart cherry. It aids in mental performance with vitamin B5, energy production with the B vitamins, B1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Muscle growth, it has 25 grams of protein per serving, and it aids in bone health. It has vitamin D in it. And it has a berry flavor to it. And then this here is a little diagram about dieting versus cleansing. So we were all taught, we all grew up around the same time, it sounds like, and we were all taught eat fewer calories and exercise, right? Just constrict those calories and exercise. That's how you're going to lose weight. Even in exercise science in college, that's what I was taught. And things have changed. That original structure, that system, what your body does with fat is enrobing toxins. That's how your body helps preserve itself, by enrobing toxins. When you exercise, and when all you do is exercise and decrease calories and burn that fat, it actually just releases the toxins back into your body. A lot of people say how they feel crummy. They look better, but they feel crummy. And then eventually they get really cranky and sick of doing this program, whatever they're doing, then they rebound, right? And we see that all the time. And then the body grabs all those toxins back up and robes them again. Sometimes that person is bigger than ever. And that's just very common. We see that rebounding happen. So that's versus cleansing. When we cleanse, we are actually focused, number one, on detoxifying the body. So we use the Shred 10 program, and doing that, we'll explain what that is in a minute, but using that to help detoxify the body, we actually cleanse the body and give the body the nutrients it needs to succeed. And then we shed the fat, and that is a result of reduced toxicity. And then there's maintenance. We want this to be a lifestyle. It's not just a certain time frame where you're getting on this and then you're getting off, but we want people to live healthier lifestyles for the rest of their lives. And they have better overall health, less fat, more muscle, and no rebound. And here's the guidelines. Here's what is in the Shred 10. It's not something everybody chooses to do. Sometimes people want to only pick a couple of these. But the Shred 10 guidelines, you add plant foods and juice plus essentials, and then 1 to 2 shakes per day, plenty of water, take 10 deep breaths, and get 7 to 8 hours of sleep daily, and exercise most days. And here's what to eliminate or reduce is caffeine and alcohol, eating after 6 p.m., and processed foods. And the 6 p.m., it depends on your work schedule and your lifestyle. And then here's what to eliminate: gluten and dairy, and artificial and refined sugars, the things that don't really belong in our body. Here's a little picture of some people who have experienced their Shred 10s, and we're willing to share their before and afters. And if you wanted to take a screenshot of this, there's information about how you can find out more about the Shred 10. Becky can also send this to you later on. We also have free recipes. This is a great way that Becky gets to support you and can give you free recipes along your journey. And next we have, okay, here we go. But what does it cost? So to get the quad is the 4 blends. That is $3.75 a day. The average person buys at least 1 coffee out and pays more than that per day on their coffee habit. So that's $3.75 a day, or $112.50 a month. And you can also get sponsor a child to get that for free, to get a fruit and vegetable blend for free for their child. The Trio capsules, $267 a day. Trio chewables, it does come in chewables also, $275 a day. The shakes are $2.80 per shake. If you get the sachets, or if you get the pouches where you scoop it out, it's $2.53 a shake. Very reasonable in terms of health food shakes that are out there. And the Perform is $3.67 or $4 a shake. And here we have our Tower Gardens. Becky has one. She posts on Facebook about these. If you're friends with Becky on Facebook, you've probably seen them around. We have both the Flex, which is the larger unit. It's about a 3-foot diameter base, and it goes up about 5 feet up in the air. You can grow 24 to 30 plants, I believe, on it, depending if you have the extension or not. And that can be grown outdoors or indoors with grow lights. And then we have the Tower Garden Home. It's a little bit smaller, fits well, rolls around in your home, has the lights, and you can grow on that as well. And they're just so cool. If you want to learn more about them, you can ask Becky. It's a great way to have control of your food and your food supply. No recalls on our own plants we get to grow. So here's a little information about the business. If you were to join the Juice Plus mission of inspiring healthy people around the world, you could submit a partner application, place your own order. Becky would help you do that. Log into juiceplus.com and personalize your site, set up virtual banking, get support from your sponsor and upline. That would be Becky. And by doing that, you would start earning 10% of anything that Juice Plus has to offer. And there's also bonuses. So once you had 3 orders, you could also earn a little bonus. If you did that in 10 days, it's a $100 bonus, or 30 days, it's $50 bonus. And then you get to earn a commission as well. So you'd earn 15% off your next month of orders. Then next is the QSC and PB qualify. And you can see there that has bonuses also in it. And then sales coordinator, which is the top level of our sales commission. And you can earn 25% after that on all of your orders or all of the sales. And then here's how you could do with Tower Gardens too. Becky, if you're interested, Becky can send you this information. But again, there's the bonus program for doing it this way too. And you can earn 50% of the preferred value. Is that what we call it? Performance value.
Mhm.
You can check out healthylivingaffiliates.com if you wanted to learn more. That video we saw from Jeff Olson talking about performance, the Olympian, he has more videos on a website, and that is healthylivingaffiliates.com. And you can click on view series, and the password is affiliates if you'd like to check out more. Ooh, got dry. All right. So I'm done on my end. Back to you, Becky.
So that's about it. So thank you, Carrie Ann, so much, and anybody else who's watching this for joining us. We hope you found the information that we shared interesting. If you can continue learning all this information by visiting our websites, I'll give anybody, our websites if you want to check that out. Or if you're ready to get started and you want on the functional foods like we talked about, we can place orders for either Juice Plus and or Tower Garden. My husband and I actually have 2 Tower Gardens and a third one that we use for displaying purposes. So so we're a little obsessed. Maybe you would like to join our mission of inspiring healthy living also, just because it makes so much sense if you are placing an order. So we can definitely help you out with that too. And no matter where you see yourself, we hope that through seeing this information that you thought of somebody else that you know of that needs to hear this information as well. And we would love to share it with them as well. So whatever you choose to do from this point on, we're here to support you in any way that we can. So thank you so much for coming, and have a fabulous evening.